So we have the new paragraph, page on Ches. So we explained the depth of the principle that Malachim say Kodesh, but only along with Israel. Because only Israel relate directly to Atzmus, to Ato. Malachim relate to Shimcha. Shimcha means the hispashtus, the presence. Ato is Atzmus itself. Shimcha is drawn from Ato, and only Israel are capable of reaching up to Ato, and then they reveal the Kedusha in Shimcha. And then as a result of that, Malachim also are able to relate to the principle of Kodesh. Thus now we have to understand, now we have a question. That which Isaiah writes over there, the Baruch Hu the Malachim, HaMalachim Mevorchim, Shem Havaya Asmi. That Malachim, they are Mevorech, they praise the Hashem Havaya Atzmi, the Shem itself. And the Shem is Mevorchim es Havaya. Baruch Hu es Havaya. Es means Hatofel Havaya, that which joins in, which is secondary, which attaches itself to Havaya. So Malachim, they go to Shem Havaya itself. And Israel, they only are Mevorech as Havaya, that which attaches itself to Havaya, not Havaya itself. The Lechoire in a movement. And now, this seems to be contrary to what we explained. You don't understand me. That means that we, as we explained, that the mile of the neshamah shemamshich im bechinas kedushas ho'atzmis. The mile of the neshamah is that they are able to draw this element of kedusha, what's called kedusha atzmis, not kedusha as it manifests itself, which is the shame, the name, but the kedusha ho'atzmis. Therefore, the question is, Eich, how is it then that the bracha, when it comes to bracha, mevorchim rakas atofel? That when the shomish Yisrael, when the Yisrael mevorich, the mevorich only the tofel, only that which is secondary, which is attaches itself to Shem, not the Shem itself. But gam tzorich lehovi, and then also along with that, we need to understand mahu bechinas es hatofel havaya. What is this es hatofel havaya? What is that referred to? Yesh leimar, the explanation for that is as follows. Tofel means secondary.
Okay.
V'yesh leimar. The explanation is the es hatofel havaya. That this es, that is an inference that this is tofel havaya, that this is secondary to havaya. What is secondary to havaya? Hu inyan hakeli. This is the inyan of the keli. And as we know, Shem Havaya Hu Inyan Ha'oiris, that the Shem Havaya itself, this is the inyan of the Oiris. So this will be discussed. But in principle, this is the inyan of the Oiris. The Oir means that which emanates directly from Atzmus, and that is the Shem. This is the Shem Havaya. Be'ez ha-tofel, then the S, which is the tofel, hu bechinas ha-kelim. The aspect of kelim that comes along with the oiris. Well, this is tofel to the oiris. So we will try to understand the principle of oiris and kelim and so forth. Meish kosu besidur. As you write in the Siddur, there's a Siddur, it's called a Siddur in Chassidus. Al posuk, ahal lo havaya b'chayoi, azamru le'lekai be'oidi. Everyone knows what this is referring to. This is a kapitel, one of the kapitel Tehillim that we say in David. And the translation of the word ahal lo havaya, I will praise havaya, b'chayoi, with my chaya, with my life, with my nefesh. Azamro le'lekai, I will sing to my God, be'oidi. What is oidi? Oidi refers to the body. The word oidi, oid, means also, and also. Furthermore, the principle is the chayai, and then there is something secondary which is oid, which comes along. The bechayai hu bechinas ha'oiros shenikra chayoi. Bechayai, this is the oiros which is called chayoi. You know the expression, yi v'chayei yichad, yi v'garmei yichad. Chayoi, this is the oiros. O bo'oidi hu inyan ha'kelim. The oidi, this is the inyan ha'kelim. Shehein kitofel al ha'oiros. The kelim, they are referred to and they are described as tofel al ha'oiros. That which is tofel, which is secondary, subservient of the oiros, a subset towards the oiris. That is what the kelim are. The kelim, as we shall meet Hashem, see, the kelim are totally suited toward the oiris. But they are structured to suit the oiris, but they do not have their own chayas. They represent what the chitzonius of the oiris. That's when teufel oiris, a kmei, and this oidi is the same kind of expression as the Gemara says, Yehuda v'oid likro. Yehuda v'oid likro is an expression in Gemara. To give us a little bit of it's like a quote right smack in the middle of a discussion. This refers to a Mishnah. When a Mishnah says that a certain word means such and such, as the Pasuk says, as the Pasuk uses that word. And then also it says, Chein Yehuda in Shekem Yehuda, Ken Larusa Haruf in Yehuda also they use that word for that same inference. So the Gemara asks, and certain furthermore, also Yehuda is also a proof to the meaning of that word, because in Yehuda they use that word for that inference. So the Gemara asks, Yehuda v'oid likro. Yehuda has a value of a secondary proof to a posuk. Once you have a posuk, nothing can enhance that proof. So that expression means that oid means it enhances, it gives something. It's secondary, but it enhances it. That's what oidi. The goof is only an oid, but it's oidi. It enhances something.
So the Gemara ends up saying that there is a value to the,
Right, because it depends on in what context it's used and so forth. Bezehu, Mashin Yisrael mevorchim as hatof el havai. This is what the Zohar says, that Yisrael mevorchim es bochu es havai, which means they mevorich hatof el havai, that which is secondary to havai, which is just an enhancement to havai. The hainu, which means to say that ba'aveido the neshamah Yisrael, that in the aveido the neshamah Yisrael hu bibchin as hakelim, that the aveido of the neshamah Yisrael is not in try to understand something, you do not really give up on your own presence. On the contrary, that's me. You don't really give up on your own presence. You grasp and understand what it is that there is to understand. But the grasp of it is through your own presence, through your own kelim, your own seichel. This is not mesirat nefesh. This is enhancing your own metzius in a certain sense, even though the enhancement is in an intellectual and in a refined manner. Mesirat nefesh is the recognition of the presence of a truth that is greater than that which you can grasp. And despite the fact that you cannot really grasp it, that is where you want to go. This is where you want to relate
to. You want to go there, or you want to dedicate yourself to it, or it's the same thing?
That we'll see. How you get to that is something else. Now, why do you want to go there? In the thought process, the human thought process, there are all kinds of different routes and distractions. Oh, I want to go there because that will really enhance my presence. That is not mesirat nefesh. You want to go there not for personal enhancement, not for the experience of it, but for the principle, for the principle of being in related to the godly truth. That's what we say. There's no personal enhancement. There's no personal gain. This is entirely mesirat neshamah Ayin. Neshamah wants the truth for its own sake. Like as Adam says, the Holy Quote, Ho'emes mipnei shehu emes. Not ho'emes because that will make me a better person, but ho'emes mipnei shehu emes. It's a phenomenal thing. And the reason there is such a thing in the neshamas, emes mipnei shehu emes, this is itself a godly gift, because the neshama is inherently emes, is godly. Even the nefesh abahamis, so the seichel is able to recognize the significance of emes mipnei shehu emes at its level. Like the Mishnah says, have a zone of la royes valti rosh la shuolim, which means you should prefer being the tail of the lion than to be the head of the fox. You'll be the head of action. You'll be on top of the world. You'll be leading your own life. You'll be a tail of the lion. You're totally insignificant. But where is the true power in the lion? Where is the true presence? This is where I want to be. That desire, that capacity, is a godly gift, because it is a truth through and through. Just to introduce the whole principle over here, mesirat nefesh. So mesirat nefesh is truly a giving up, but not just giving up on oneself, but seeking what it is giving up to.
So that that you explain the nefesh Bahamas, how the nefesh Bahamas also can relate to emes mipnei or emes. I didn't get how this mashal of the tail to the lions, how that's specifically a nefesh Bahamas inyan. Like why does this represent how the nefesh Bahamas relates to? It seems almost like, yeah.
What did it seem like?
No.
What's the point of being the tail of the lion? What does that do for you?
Right.
You're going to be completely discounted.
It's an inyan of you're connected to the real thing, or
yeah, but you're at the tail there. You have no say in the matter. Where does the tail go?
So
does
what?
the lion have any say as to does the tail has any to say where the lion goes?
Right. Well, so why is the nefesh Bahamas specifically? Why is this not a why is this not a nefesh elokis inyan to relate to this concept?
No, I didn't say that it's specifically. That will come. I mean, I want to discuss the difference between nefesh elokis and like. I'm just saying that even the nefesh Bahamas, that this statement applies poshet in simple aved. Therefore, it applies to nefesh elokis at its level and nefesh Bahamas at its level.
You're just telling us a fact. The nefesh Bahamas can relate to.
This is the big thing, that even the nefesh Bahamas, Azam al Kabeidi, nefesh Bahamas is able to relate to this kind of thing. In close association with the nefesh elokis, the nefesh Bahamas, because of it also has intelligence.
Mm-hmm. Why does this mashal specifically represent the nefesh Bahamas? Or that's not what you're talking.
No, that wasn't my
Okay.
point.
Okay.
And just to explain what this is.
Besides the fact that we're talking about animals.
Besides
the fact that we're talking about
animals. Yeah, that's right. So these are two levels of mesirat nefesh. Again, now we have a certain sense. Mesirat nefesh is not just hefker. Mesirat nefesh means dedication to an inyan that is beyond your grasp, and that's why it's called mesirat nefesh. And we said that there is two levels of mesirat nefesh. There's avaya echod, and there's b'chol nafshecha. The inyan, the havaya echod, with the principle Avaya Echod, who what is meant Avaya Echod? Avaya is one. The principle there is that Oir Ein Soy Yochidum Yuchid. Oir Ein Soy is Yochid. Yochid means that there is just that there's one unique truth, umiyuchad, and all things in between Ein and Sof is miyuchad with this one unique truth. Gam le'achar shenivra ha'olam. Also, even after that the world was created, and now there is a whole manifestation of godliness in the entire creation, yet it is Yochid and Miyuchad. There's only one unique truth, and everything is Miyuchad with that truth. Moi koidem shenivra ha'olam. Exactly the way it was in the same pure unity as it was prior to the creation of the world. Okay, this requires elaboration, as we shall do in Mitzvah, or K'mesha Kosu. And as the Posuk actually states, Hani Havaye Loi Shonisi. I Havaye Loi Shonisi, I have not changed. Which means, I have not changed as a result of the creation of the world. The godly truth, unity, has not been affected in any which way by the fact that so much has been manifest, has been revealed in the creation. This is the principle of Ayechod.
This maybe I just want to. Why do we call it unity? What's the term unity? In other words, unity would imply there's a union of multiple things.
No, not Yochid is not a union. Echod is a union. Yochid is not a union.
A unit, like just one single point.
One single point, and not even a point. A point also has dimension.
Mm-hmm. It's always brought down. This is always brought down when we talk about the unity of Hashem. It's always brought down that he's not a Loshen. Ani Avaya Loshen Nissan. Like what's the?
But before that, Ani Avaya Loshen Nissan. Even though there is a world, the world does not change the unity of Havaya, because Havaya does not even get captured in the world.
Well, it does not affect the unity. It does not affect the singularity.
The singularity, yeah, that's right.
If it did get captured in world,
uniqueness, huh?
and if it did get captured in world, if it was affected somehow by world, then we would say that.
Then you have identified multiple pieces within Havaya.
What's the emphasis of Echad, of one? You could say that Hashem didn't change, like after the world was created than before.
Echad is a statement that says that even in the world, it's all one. That Hashem himself didn't change that statement, that he's not really in the world. Echad means that he is in the world, but his unity permeates in time and chase of the world.
I'm asking what's the point?
One second. Please remember, we're just starting up over here. And we are just not going to get into the idea unless we go gradually into it. In a certain sense, we have no more time. 7:09. Finished. This is it.
Yeah. Shalom,